Super briefly, while we have battery and while we even have memory, Black Beauty was found on Earth in 2011. My mom said Black Beauties were like an upper of sorts, but nonetheless. Scientists say it has revealed a new clue, oh boy, to life on Mars. That is pretty. Okay. Designated Northwestern African NWA, ain't that funny? 7034 and nicknamed Black Beauty, this Martian meteorite weighs approximately 11 ounces or 320 grams. It looks trippy. A mineral trapped within a Martian meteorite. A mineral trapped within a Martian meteorite, say that 3 times, that fell to Earth has revealed traces of water on Mars. That date back to, how would we know though? 4.45 billion years ago? Okay. According to new research, the new research lets us know that it's billions of years old. Okay. The zircon grain may contain the oldest direct evidence of ancient hot water on the red planet. I thought we were still trying to figure out the moon and its water situation, which may have provided environments such as hot springs. I love hot springs. The zircon grain may contain which somehow correlates to hot springs on Earth. The discovery opens up new ways of understanding whether Mars was ever habitable in its ancient past. It also adds more support to observations already gathered by the fleet of spacecraft orbiting and roaming the red planet. How about the ones that are orbiting ours that we're not even sure of? But okay. Which have spotted evidence of where rivers and lakes once existed on the Martian surface, because that's exactly what we should be focused on, is what's going on to a place we can't even get through a Kuiper Belt to get to. But key questions remain about when exactly water first appeared on Mars. When did it first appear on Earth? How about that one? How it evolved, disappeared over time. Scientists analyze a sample from the Black Beauty meteorite, also known as NWA 7034. I'll have to look into those numbers. And Compton, that was found in the Sahara Desert in 2011. So it took y'all this long to tell us. The meteorite was ejected from the Martian surface after another celestial object hit. Like they're playing pool up there. Hit the planet between 5 million and 10 million years ago. Like we know this how. And fragments of it have served as a key source of studying ancient Mars for years. The new study published in the Science Advances on November 22nd focused on a single grain, one granular, of the mineral zircon spotted within the meteorite. The team's analysis shows that water was present just 100 million years after the planet formed. Okay, so now we know when it all began. Come on, y'all. Would suggest, I find this interesting, but you gotta, weed through the weeds. Would suggest that Mars may have been able to support life at some point in history. Well, I guess that would be a narrative you'd want to push if, like, Elon and everybody else is trying to go there and make it another Earth. Quote, our data suggests the presence of water in the crust. Like, we can get to the crust, but maybe we can through a portal, not through the Kuiper Belt of Mars, at a comparable time to the earliest evidence for water on Earth's surface. Oh, so you're going to tell me? Around 4.4 billion years ago. Okay. This discovery provides new evidence for understanding the planetary evolution of Mars, the processes that took place on it, and its potential to have harbored life. I can't with that. Minerals are as time capsules. I have always said follow the minerals, not the money, in that regard. Rocks may hold the answers to some of the biggest remaining questions about, I would say, life, son, daughter, not just Mars, including how much water was present and whether life ever, this is such a hijack. That's why meteorites like Black Beauty are of such interest to scientists. Yeah, so they don't have to deal with, the flat Earth, the round Earth, the rhombus Earth, stuff like that. Let's focus on this. Carl Agee, a professor and director of the Institute of Meteoritics. I didn't even know that was a word. Or a thing. Okay, so he presented it to them. The Black Beauty meteorite contains hundreds of rock and mineral fragments. That's what I was thinking. There's got to be such a variety and diverse amount of minerals in there. Some we don't even know of. Each with a different part of the 4.5 billion. Oh, come on. I can't even. It is the only source of pieces for the geological puzzle of Noconian Mars. Oh Lord, the Noconian period occurred from 4.1 to 3.7 billion years ago, and little is known from its. You think? unless we're time traveling, which I don't doubt that we are, but okay. And little is known from direct measurements dating to the I don't know if I'm saying that right. It looks like Nacho, but it also looks like Noah. No Chian period. No Chian. Oh, no Chi. So no breathing up there. Through it's crucial to understand because it serves as the first page in the Mars history book. What? Where is this book at? Okay. But Black Beauty has revealed some of its secrets, like I'm beautiful. Many of the rock fragments the meteorite contained show that, oh, come on, the Martian crust endured a number of impacts, causing a massive amount of upheaval on the planet's surface. The space rock, how do we know it came from Mars, for F's sake? Oh, the space rock also contains the oldest known pieces of Mars, okay, including the oldest zircons, Kavosi. Me and you need to have some words. Zircon used in products such as jewelry, ceramic tiles, and medical implants it's a hardy mineral that can help scientists peer into the past. Oh, can it now? So don't we need the zircon from there to find out about there? Just a thought, but okay. And I know zircon is here too, but you're missing the point. Kavosi. All right. It is a hardy mineral that can help scientists peer into the past and determine the conditions present when it crystallized, including the temperature at the time and whether the mineral interacted with water. I'm going to have to somewhat disagree with that because new ones get formed every day right here on this plain Earth that we have. So I don't fully buy that. I don't fully buy any of this. Zircon contains, this might be the little breadcrumb of truth in all of it. Zircon contains traces of uranium, an element that acts as a natural clock. Gillespie says, who is a postdoctoral researcher. Okay, great for you. The more academia I see these days, the worse it's going to be. This element decays to lead over time at a precisely known rate. By comparing the ratio of uranium to lead, we can calculate the age of crystal formation. Okay. I have to look into that, but I don't know. I ain't blind or black bluties no more. The zircon in Black Beauty was unaltered. Oh, I'm sure you're aware of this because how? By its trip to Earth and fiery entrance into our planet's atmosphere before crashing down in the Sahara because it was protected. Didn't they say somebody found it in New Mexico? Whatever. It was protected by its location within the meteorite's interior. Oh, back to Kavosi, that's why. During the analysis of the zircon grain, the study team detected unusual amounts of iron, sodium, and aluminum, suggesting that, never mind. I was going to say, you know what all those things are in? Suggesting that water-rich fluids left these traces. So did we not just say that? Suggesting, rather. Not much difference. Speculating, assumption, same baloney. With your years, 4.5. You're always going to see the 42, the 3.5, and the what have you, but that's another story. But not really. Such elements aren't usually found in crystalline zircon. Not usually. That means they sometimes are. But the researchers' atom scale. Atomic clocks, y'all remember that? Took me years to learn how to read an actual clock, like with numbers, Roman or not, because I grew up in a digital age. Okay, so I remember seeing atomic time often. Okay, studies of the zircon show the elements kids incorporated into the crystal structure and lined up like fruit stands in a market. Oh, Kavosi, come on. We could tell by the patterns of how the iron, aluminum, and sodium are found inside the zircon that they were incorporated. Wait, I thought you said it was untouched like 4 paragraphs earlier. Into the grain as it grew, like layers in an onion. That might be about the only thing you have a clue on is that things are layered, like an onion or a parfait, I'd like to say. On Earth, zircons form from hydrothermal systems. Oh, that's why you're trying to connect the hot springs to Mars? Okay, zircons from hydrothermal systems, which form when water is heated by so under the ground, surface, volcanic activity. So how the heck was Mars once inside of the Earth? Because that's kind of what you're getting at here. Heated by subsurface volcanic activity like the upward flow of hot magma, have similar patterns to those found in Black Beauty. If hydrothermal systems existed in the Martian crust, however long ago, liquid water likely made its way to the surface. Okay. Our experience on Earth shows that water is critical, do you think? We're only like 90%, maybe more. It's critical for habitats capable of supporting life. So maybe they didn't. Blah, blah. Many environments on Earth host life in hot water systems, including hot springs and hydrothermal vents. Such environments may have given rise to the earliest life forms on Earth. Our new study shows dun, da, 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 that the crust of Mars was warm and wet in the pre-Nochian period, meaning that habitable environments that might have been there. Getting up close with Mars, good luck. Cavosi, oh, come on. Are you friends with Elon? Because otherwise you ain't going to see it. You can see it in the sky tonight, for that matter. You ain't going to go there. It's curious to determine whether hydrothermal systems like hot springs, well, duh, wouldn't they be there if it's like the red planet were prevalent when magma was helping form the red planet's crust? Between this long, or if they were more episodic. If hydrothermal systems were a stable feature on early Mars, it would indicate habitable, there you go, conditions may have persisted. What does that do with anything now? This is now a testable hypothesis that can be addressed by collecting more data from Martian zircons. Well, good luck getting those. How are we getting them? Elon came from emerald mines, not zircon. I'll have to do some research on the zircon and the emerald, but I don't think they're any remotely close. And that's just an instinct, but I'll look. Until samples can be returned directly from Mars. Jeez Louise. The Black Beauty meteorite is one of the best windows into how the Martian crust formed. I don't get what you're throwing down, but like, it's not even that I'm not buying what you're selling. It's not even making sense to me. Like, why are we concerned with when the Martian crust formed? How about just, okay, continue. I don't have a lot of battery. And what the early surface of Mars was like. Okay. And Horgon was not involved in this study. Finding evidence of hydrothermal systems within the subsurface, didn't we just go over this, from one tiny grain of zircon aligns with scientific theories. Well, I got a few theories of my own, and I don't need something from Mars to prove it. Whatever, on the amount of water and volcanic activity that existed on ancient Mars, she said. Oh, it is a girl. Go figure. In these earliest potentially habitable environments, God, Lee, say what you mean what you say, would have been shielded from radiation by a strong planetary magnetic rock, which Mars lacks today. Horgan did add. Okay, I thought it wasn't included. You ain't allowed to play today. Scientists are still trying to explain, I bet they are, how the red planet lost its protective magnetic field. Why don't we talk about ours instead? Wonder. Currently, the Perseverance rover, I bet it would need to be able to persevere if it's a rover climbing the rim of Jezero crater on Mars, an ancient lake once filled. We can't even get back to the moon, y'all. Come on. Once filled with water 3.7 billion years ago. Some of the rocks the rover has encountered, may have been formed by hydrothermal systems. What are we getting at, Horgan? The rover will take samples from the rocks because they could preserve evidence of ancient, microbiome, whatever, like not microbial. That could also bring back a bunch of disease or whatever. Dorks. And y'all are supposed to be the scientists. As much as the meteorites can tell us, we can do even better. Oh, wow. With a carefully selected and intact rock sample from a known location. That says a lot right there. On Mars with good geologic context. That's a problem, the geologic context. So this paper is a great motivation for bringing our Mars samples. What? You went there, didn't tell nobody, brought them back? Come on, to Earth to study with the same level of detail for years to come. No, I don't want to view it on CNN or anywhere else. Thank you.